We know the story from the Bible about Adam and Eve. Once Eve comes into the story, everything changes. Now, the story here is a little bit similar. Ayodhya, where King Rama was born, was a very peace loving place. Nothing of much significance happened. If anything, it was very, very calm, very peaceful. There was just nothing that was, you can say, of a lower vibration, right? Things happened very smoothly until Rama married Sita. When Rama married Sita, you can say that Rama represents the Purusha principle. He represents that which cannot be changed. He represents, maybe you can call it the super soul, the source of it all, the element of us that exists within us. You can call it Atma, you can call it the very seed of who we are, the very seed of creation. And then it burst forth and took form when it was joined in Prakriti, which is Sita. And actually, some of you who know the story, Sita was born in the earth, so she came from earth anyway. Now, when these two then come together, so Sita represents the material life, our 3D existence, comes forth. And then what happens? You get involved in the worldly life and you get involved in whatever that represents, whether it's the elusive Maya, whether that is whatever that comes with it. Now, in that, one of the wives of Rama's father suggested that they are banished from the kingdom, they're banished from where they live, and that they had to be exiled for 14 years. And he was very, very happy to follow orders, and him and his wife, along with his younger brother, all went to live in this forest for 14 years. While they were there, one demon, Ravan, took quite a liking to Mother Sita. Now, Sita had a circle of light where she was, whilst Rama and Lakshman, when they were away from her, there was a veil of protection around her so that nobody could enter it. So Ravana was really besotted with her, and he decided that I want her for myself. And he disguised himself as a sage, an old man, and she took pity and stepped out of that circle. And that very moment, he abducted her and took her to his kingdom. There, she was tied in Ashoka Garden, a place that I have myself been to in Sri Lanka. Anyway, so there she was held captive. Now, eventually, Rama has to, there's a battle that takes place between all of our inner demons, all of the darkness, for Sita to then come back, for them to then eventually, right, be taken to Ayodhya. Now, in between, what happens is that Hanuman, which is the Lord of Wind, he helps by building the Ram Setu bridge. He helps by bridging, because you have to cross over this ocean in order for you to get to this place. And it exists, by the way. So it's anyway, so they get to this place with the help of Hanuman. And Hanuman, the only thing that he really, really knew was bhakti, which is devotion. And this is very, very key for us as well. Now, through bhakti and his devotion to Rama, and that devotion which was able to lift, they then fought this battle. And Ravan was not somebody who could be killed very easily, right? And that is why at the very darkest night, when everything seemed so like the dark night of the soul, and it is only then when you are in the depth of this sorrow, depth of it just feels like there is no point to anything, right? When our shadows have overtaken everything. And if it's not shadows, and if you're somebody who's not even aware of any of these things, it's just the daily drudgery, maybe envy, maybe jealousy, maybe anger, maybe pride, maybe all of these things, right? And eventually they come back, and they celebrate. And that day that they celebrate is Diwali. Now, similarly for the Sikhs as well, the sixth Guru, Guru Har Gobind, was taken captive alongside 29 other prisoners. And this is the day that they were all released. Now, Guru Nanak Dev Ji, the Guru Granth Sahib Ji, speaks about the word Rama. So, Rama is mentioned at least 2,500 times in the whole of the Guru Granth Sahib, but it is used to depict the principle of the soul, the principle of that which is imperishable, the principle that which is the source of it all, the source of all of us, and that all of us are going towards that. And this 3D existence, and when you relate to it as this is me and everything that happens is me, is who I am, that everything that happens to this body is who we are, then we stay limited and we stay contracted. So the entire spiritual significance of Diwali, yes, there are all these festivities when we all come together, we celebrate, we light candles, we do a lot of charity, we give away things, we also share a lot of sweets with each other. So there's a lot of partaking of sweets. But it is a time for us to really go within ourselves and to allow for that light to shine forth. Now, that light could be so many things depending on where you are on the continuum of consciousness. That light could just be you maybe not being so reactive, maybe you not taking things so personally, maybe you taking some time out and spending time with your precious children, maybe doing anything that you can do to eke out creation, to eke out creative potential, to make us want to expand life experience, to expand the consciousness of love. When the consciousness of love expands, and when you are heart-centered and you follow your heart, right? In the heart is where is seated our true desire. And most of us, believe it or not, don't even know what our true desire is. Sometimes you might feel, oh, my true desire is for me to meet a husband or a wife. My true desire is for me to have a house, or for me to have this, or for me to have that. And ultimately, when you're able to come back to yourself and you're able to meditate and spend some time getting to know yourself and getting to know this heart and not conditioned existence, this heart, you'll find that as soon as you sit in your heart, everything comes to you very easily. Wishing you a lot of abundance within your heart, wishing you an open heart, wishing you so much love, that you love without reserve. You love whether it comes back or not, because you know you're following your heart's true calling. I love you.